Chosen ones, the snakes in your garden have been revealed. They slithered in quietly, pretending to be allies, friends, even family, whispering sweet lies while plotting your downfall. But now the masks have slipped, the shadows have parted, and their true forms are exposed. What they didn't count on is you, the one holding the sword of truth. With every swing, you cut through their deceit, their manipulation, their venomous intentions. You see them clearly now, and there's no going back. Your garden is your life, your sanctuary, your connection to the divine made tangible. Every blade of grass, every blossoming flower represents the choices you've made and the spiritual work you've undertaken. But as you tend to this sacred ground, do not forget that even paradise had its serpent. Protection is not passive, it's a sacred responsibility. Every chosen one carries a mission that demands vigilance. The divine equips you with spiritual laws for this purpose. Light exposes darkness, clarity dismantles confusion, and truth annihilates lies. Snakes are permitted into your space not to destroy but to test. They force you to exercise discernment, sharpening your instincts like a blade forged in fire. Understand that these encounters are not random. They are divine orchestration designed to make you unshakable. You are chosen, but that doesn't mean the road will be smooth. What it does mean is that you are never alone. Your trials are purposeful, and your victory is assured if you stand firm in your divine calling. Negativity doesn't knock on the front door. It creeps in silently. It starts with a whisper, seeds of flattery that disguise manipulation, a kind gesture with hidden motives, or a comforting presence that slowly sows confusion. Snakes know how to blend into the garden. Their camouflage is their greatest weapon, making them appear harmless until their poison takes effect. But remember this, the garden thrives under divine light. The same way the sun nourishes plants, the light of truth reveals deception. Snakes are not as clever as they think. They cannot hide from divine illumination. With the sword of truth in your hand, you don't just defend your sacred space, you reclaim it, ensuring it remains a place of abundance and spiritual growth. When you notice weeds sprouting in your garden, it's not a sign of failure, but an invitation to act. These challenges remind you of the authority you possess. The ground you've nurtured with care is not for everyone. Only those who contribute to its flourishing deserve to stay. Your life, your purpose, your sacred space, it's all a reflection of the divine plan for you. And when you protect it with unwavering faith, no serpent, no scheme, and no storm can uproot what has been planted in the name of truth and love. Drop a comment. I protect my sacred ground if you guard your purpose with unwavering faith. The truth about snakes is this: they are not merely adversaries, they are catalysts. Their venomous bite, though painful, contains the antidote for your spiritual growth. Without their betrayal, without the trials they introduce, your potential would remain dormant. Betrayal is one of life's most profound teachers. When trust is shattered, it forces you to examine the cracks you may have overlooked. Snakes don't just expose their own deceit. They shine a light on the vulnerabilities you've neglected to guard. Every betrayal you faced wasn't designed to destroy you. It was designed to refine you. Consider the spiritual principle. What was meant for evil, God uses for good. The wounds inflicted by snakes teach you where to strengthen your defenses. Their deception becomes the training ground for your discernment. You learn to trust your instincts, to recognize red flags, and to elevate your standards. There is no transformation without pain. Every chosen one knows this truth. The fire that burns you is the same fire that purifies you. Snakes intend to paralyze you with their bite, but they underestimate your resilience. What they meant to harm you becomes the very force that elevates you. Think about it. Every great comeback starts with a setback. When the snakes in your life betrayed you, they didn't break you. Instead, they awakened a strength you didn't know you had. Pain is the raw material for power, and through your trials you are reborn, stronger and more radiant than ever before. History and spiritual texts are filled with examples of chosen ones who faced betrayal before reaching their destiny. Joseph's brothers threw him into a pit and sold him into slavery. But that betrayal was the gateway to his elevation. He rose from the ashes of betrayal to become a ruler, saving the very people who had abandoned him. In many spiritual traditions, enemies are seen as essential to growth. They are the resistance that builds spiritual muscle. They force you to dig deeper, to anchor yourself in faith, and to recognize the divine power within you. Without their opposition, your greatest potential might never emerge. Every time you are betrayed, you rise again like a phoenix from the ashes. The fire doesn't destroy you, it remakes you. The snakes in your life may think they've won, but they've only hastened your transformation. Your garden may have been disrupted, but it will bloom again, more vibrant and abundant than ever. The sword of truth is not just a weapon, it's a divine gift, one that cuts through illusion and exposes reality. It is granted to those who walk in alignment with their purpose, chosen to carry out the work of the divine. This sword isn't forged by human hands. It's shaped by your trials, your prayers, and your unwavering faith. Throughout spiritual texts, the sword of truth is a recurring symbol of divine justice and clarity. It represents the unyielding power of truth, sharp enough to divide light from darkness, clarity from confusion. This is not a tool of destruction, it's a beacon of enlightenment. When you wield the sword of truth, you carry the authority of divine intention. It doesn't matter how deep the lies run or how long the deception is festered. Truth has a vibration that shatters falsehoods instantly. And this sword, chosen one, is yours to carry. The power of the sword of truth lies not in force but in intention. It's not a weapon of chaos but a tool of divine order. Wield it wisely. Speaking truth dispels lies even when it's uncomfortable and breaks the chains of deceit. This act liberates not just you but those who hear it. Cutting ties with what no longer serves you is essential, whether it's relationships, habits, or environments that drain your energy. These have no place in your garden, and the sword of truth allows you to sever these connections with grace. Standing firm in your purpose becomes possible when the world tries to sway you. The sword of truth anchors you in your calling and helps you remain a beacon of light, unshaken by the storms around you. Truth carries a frequency so high that it dissolves deceit instantly. Lies cannot withstand its power. When you align yourself with truth, you operate at a level of spiritual authority that commands respect from all, even your enemies. As you wield the sword of truth, you'll notice a shift. The people and circumstances meant to derail you will fall away. New opportunities, relationships, and blessings will flow into your life because truth creates an environment where only the highest vibrations can thrive. The sword of truth is your reminder that you are chosen to walk in alignment with divine purpose. It is a symbol of your authority, a testament to your resilience, and a guide as you navigate the complexities of your journey. That's why we built the Obsidian Inner Order, a space for those who know they're aligned with God's frequency and are ready to manifest abundance on a level the world isn't ready for. This isn't just another group. This is where your alignment becomes action. Weekly power calls designed to unlock the doors that once seemed invisible. We have over 400 chosen ones hanging out in our private Discord community, no muggles allowed. And unapologetic content that shatters the illusions keeping others stuck in scarcity. Let's be clear. This isn't for the hesitant or the unsure. This is for those who are done playing small and know they were born to align with divine truth. We created this for you, for the unstoppable force that creates opportunities out of thin air. Click the link and step into the Obsidian Inner Order. Intuition is the compass of the chosen. It's the divine whisper that nudges you, the subtle pull that guides you away from danger and toward truth. Intuition isn't just a feeling. It's your spiritual radar, attuned to energies and motives that words can't reveal. Every chosen one is born with intuition, but its strength depends on how often you trust it. Have you ever felt that tight knot in your stomach when someone's words didn't match their energy? Or that lingering discomfort after an encounter that seemed harmless on the surface? That's intuition. It's the divine voice alerting you to what your eyes can't see. Snakes rely on deception, but intuition pierces through their masks. They may speak sweetly, act kindly, and even mimic loyalty, but your inner voice knows better. It's your first line of defense, a gift that should never be ignored. Intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. To sharpen this divine gift, you must cultivate practices that connect you deeply with your inner wisdom. Meditating regularly quiets the noise of the world and allows you to hear the whispers of your soul. Meditation deepens your connection to the divine and lets intuitive messages flow freely. Observing patterns instead of promises is crucial because words are easy to manipulate, but actions always reveal the truth. Paying attention to repeated behaviors provides the clearest reflection of someone's character. Trusting discomfort is another vital practice. If something feels off, even if you can't explain why, you must honor that feeling. Intuition often warns you before your mind catches up. Every time you trust your instincts, you strengthen your ability to discern. Each decision aligned with intuition is a step closer to clarity and spiritual mastery. To remain vigilant against snakes, you must integrate certain exercises into your spiritual practice. Journaling allows you to write down intuitive impressions and revisit them later. Over time, this practice reveals patterns that uncover deeper truths. Prayer and fasting cleanse your spirit and heighten your sensitivity to divine guidance. Energy reading involves paying attention to how people make you feel, as their presence will either leave you drained or uplifted. Your energy never lies. The more you align yourself with these practices, the clearer your intuitive voice becomes. It won't just guide you away from deception. It will lead you toward opportunities, relationships, and environments that nurture your growth. Intuition is your spiritual flashlight, illuminating what others try to keep hidden. When snakes slither into your garden, trust that your intuition will reveal them long before their bite can reach you. Forgiveness is one of the most misunderstood spiritual tools. It's not weakness, it's not forgetting, and it's certainly not allowing those who've wronged you back into your sacred space. Forgiveness is a reclamation of power, a way to free yourself from the venom that snakes have tried to leave in your soul. Forgiveness is not an invitation for snakes to return. It doesn't mean you erase the memory of their betrayal or pretend it never happened. Instead, forgiveness severs the energetic cord that ties you to their toxicity. It's an act of liberation, not for them, but for you. When you forgive, you're not excusing the actions of others. You're choosing to stop carrying their burden. Forgiveness declares, "You no longer have the power to control my energy or my peace." It's the ultimate act of self-respect. Anger, resentment, and bitterness are chains that weigh down the soul. These emotions, though justified, drain your spiritual energy and block the flow of divine blessings. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks those chains, restoring your freedom and your light. When you forgive, your energy shifts. You become lighter, more aligned, and more open to the abundance waiting for you. This isn't about them. It's about your healing, your growth, and your ability to move forward unburdened. Forgiveness is an extension of the sword of truth. By releasing the pain inflicted by others, you cut through the negativity that seeks to linger in your spirit. It's an act of clarity and maturity, demonstrating that you are no longer bound by the actions of others. When you forgive, you reclaim your garden as sacred ground. It's a declaration that no snake, no betrayal, and no lie will have the final say over your life. Forgiveness allows you to rise above, standing as the keeper of the sword of truth, untouchable by the venom of those who sought to harm you. Remember, chosen one, forgiveness doesn't make you weak. It makes you unstoppable. It's the final act of strength that ensures your garden flourishes, your purpose thrives, and your energy remains untouchable. The snake is a creature cloaked in duality. It embodies both danger and wisdom, destruction and transformation. To understand the snakes in your life, you must recognize their spiritual significance. They aren't merely adversaries, they are teachers, revealing hidden truths about your journey and yourself. Throughout history and spiritual traditions, snakes have been both revered and feared. In ancient cultures, they symbolize transformation and renewal. A snake sheds its skin to grow, reminding us that change often comes through discomfort. At the same time, the snake's venom warns us to tread carefully, teaching us discernment. The snakes in your life serve a similar dual purpose. While their presence may feel threatening, they often carry lessons you need to ascend to the next level. They force you to confront deception, refine your intuition, and protect what is sacred. The people who betray you are not just enemies. They are reflections of your spiritual growth. Their deceit highlights areas where you need to strengthen your boundaries and sharpen your discernment. They test your ability to trust your intuition and stand firm in your truth. This doesn't mean you condone their actions. It means you use the experience as fuel for your transformation. Every betrayal pushes you closer to clarity, forcing you to evaluate who and what deserves a place in your life. The duality of the snake is evident in spiritual texts across traditions. In the Bible, the serpent in Eden tempted Eve to stray, representing how deception can lead to spiritual lessons and growth. Yet snakes also symbolize wisdom. Moses' staff transformed into a serpent to demonstrate God's power over deceit and evil. In Hindu mythology, snakes are associated with Kundalini energy, representing spiritual awakening through challenges. Their coiled form symbolizes dormant power, which unravels through trials and introspection. The message is clear. Snakes may disrupt your peace, but their presence is never in vain. They awaken a strength within you that would otherwise remain dormant. When you see snakes as both danger and teacher, you reclaim your power. You understand that their presence, while painful, is temporary. You take the venom they intended to harm you and transform it into the antidote for your growth. Chosen one, the snakes in your garden didn't come to destroy you. They came to reveal the warrior within. Their energy may sting, but it also sharpens your ability to stand firm in your purpose. They are reminders that your light is too powerful to go unnoticed, and that your destiny is too significant to go unchallenged. Snakes may slither, deceive, and strike, but they cannot escape divine justice. The universe operates on the immutable law of cause and effect, karma. What they sow in deceit, they will reap in consequence. Your role is not to seek revenge, but to trust the divine timing that ensures justice is served. The law of karma is straightforward. Actions create consequences. When snakes sow deceit, they set in motion a ripple effect that ultimately returns to them. It may take time, but justice is always delivered with precision. What they intended to destroy will be their undoing. This is not wishful thinking. It is spiritual law. Your task is to release the burden of vengeance, knowing that karma is a force far greater and more exacting than anything you could deliver. Divine justice doesn't just punish, it restores balance, ensuring that the righteous are elevated and the deceitful are exposed. When snakes are revealed, it's not a coincidence. It's divine orchestration. God exposes what's hidden in darkness to protect you and prepare you for elevation. Trust that every revelation is intentional. God doesn't just expose the snakes in your garden. He equips you with the strength and wisdom to handle their presence. Remember, chosen one, when God reveals, he also restores. What the snakes tried to steal, he will replace tenfold. Their schemes will crumble and your garden will flourish beyond anything they could imagine. Once the snakes are exposed, you'll notice a shift. The heaviness they brought will dissipate, replaced by an overwhelming sense of lightness and clarity. This is not just emotional, it's energetic. The removal of toxic influences allows divine energy to flow freely, blessing your garden with abundance. Their departure creates space for growth, love, and alignment. You'll see your purpose with greater clarity and attract people who genuinely support your journey. This is the divine justice that follows exposure. Not only are you protected, but you are also elevated. Divine justice operates on its own timeline. You may not see immediate results, but rest assured, karma is always at work. Trust in the divine plan, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The snakes thought they could disrupt your destiny, but they underestimated the power of divine alignment. Your garden is protected, your purpose is secure, and their venom has no power over a soul fortified by faith. Once the snakes are exposed and divine justice has taken its course, your garden is ready for renewal. This is your time to reclaim what was always yours, a sacred space of growth, abundance, and divine alignment. But this isn't just about restoration. It's about fortifying your garden so that no snake ever finds a foothold again. The first step in reclaiming your garden is cleansing it of the negativity left behind. Spiritual cleansing isn't just symbolic, it's an act of power. Use tools such as prayer, meditation, or sacred rituals to purify your space. Burn sage or incense, allowing the smoke to carry away the remnants of toxic energy. Walk through your space, speaking words of blessing and protection over every corner. Visualize your garden glowing with divine light, impenetrable to anything that does not align with your purpose. Remember, chosen one, this is your sacred ground. When you cleanse it with intention, you create an environment where only truth, love, and abundance can thrive. Once the soil of your garden is cleansed, it's time to replant. Replace the seeds of doubt and betrayal with seeds of faith, authenticity, and love. Be deliberate about what and who you allow to take root in your life. Invite only those who nurture your growth to remain in your space. Relationships that drain your energy or distract you from your purpose have no place here. Your garden is too sacred to accommodate anything less than excellence. Plant with purpose. Speak affirmations of growth and abundance over your life. Water your intentions with action and prayer. As your garden begins to flourish again, you'll see the tangible results of your spiritual work. Reclaiming your garden isn't just about healing. It's about standing guard. You are the keeper of the sword of truth, the protector of your sacred ground. This means committing to a life of honesty, integrity, and alignment. The sword of truth is not just for battle. It's a tool to cultivate a life of balance and authenticity. Use it to cut away distractions, stand firm in your boundaries, and uphold the spiritual standards that protect your garden. By becoming the keeper of the sword, you ensure that your garden remains a place of peace, purpose, and divine alignment. It's a space where your light can shine, unimpeded by the shadows of deception. This is your garden, chosen one, a reflection of the divine calling on your life. It's a space you've nurtured with care and protected with resilience. The snakes may have disrupted it for a time, but they didn't destroy it. Now, as you reclaim it with power and intention, it will thrive like never before. Your garden is sacred. Guard it well. Chosen ones, let this be your reassurance. The betrayal you faced did not break you. It awakened you. The snakes in your garden thought they could destroy what was sacred, but they underestimated the divine power within you. You've endured their venom, stood firm in your truth, and now you rise stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your purpose. Your garden will flourish beyond anything they could have imagined. The seeds of faith, love, and authenticity you've planted will yield a harvest so abundant that no shadow of deception can touch it. So now, take up the sword of truth with confidence. Guard your sacred space, nurture your purpose, and let your light shine as a beacon of divine alignment. And as you walk this path, share your story. Speak your truth boldly, for there are others waiting to hear how you overcame. Together we create a world where light triumphs over darkness and truth reigns supreme.